I'm gonna show you Roktavor Burst, or Cyclone Ragnaruk, one of the strongest DB or Dynamite Battle Beyblades released so far. I'm gonna use slow motion and show you some epic hits, the gimmicks in slow motion, and of course, a slow motion burst. But first, we're gonna test out Cyclone Ragnaruk versus Infinite Achilles. Now, Infinite Achilles is a really tough Beyblade, and I know I did say a lot of reallys there. But as you can see, Cyclone Ragnaruk can quickly dispatch of any of his attacks. Here we have prime example in slow motion just for you. While I don't have the actual combo for Cyclone Ragnaruk, this combo still does very well. It's Nexus and Atomic. Ragnarok is so strong, in fact, that it even bursts Prime Apocalypse, and I have captured that in slow motion for you as well. You can always check at the top right corner of the video once this video is done. And well, if you ask me, a lot of these new Beyblades from the Dynamite Battle system are really overpowered. I have no idea how much more powerful Valkyrie and Longinus will be, and of course the new Spriggan. I do wonder if they're going to hold Spriggan into the same standards that they have before, where we'll be able to see it flip from left spinning to right spinning quite easily. I wonder if Longinus will still have metal, or lots of metal in the layer, and will Brave have any kind of rubber? All that being said, Cyclone Ragnaruk can be a definite heavy hitter, because in every single battle that you see here, this Beyblade is able to take any kind of hits, deflect them, or just hit you right back with even more force. It's got its own super stamina. It's really hard to finish off this Beyblade. But I will show you, of course, at the end of the video, I did burst it. I did feel kind of bad putting it against all these Beyblades and thinking that, man, this thing's just gonna break. But honestly, it held up very well throughout all of these battles. And to be honest, it doesn't even have that much of scratches around it. And in all seriousness, it actually looks like I'm cheating with Cyclone Ragnaruk right here, or Cyclone Ragnarok. I do want to assure you that I launched both of them equally strong, and of course using my anime launcher. I do think that all of these Beyblades do need a better driver, something that has a lot more stamina that'll help them get in here. And it's right about this point where Iger's hairband would snap. Now you can see that Achilles, with all his power, just tries to go all the way around and, dodges all those attacks. And even the attacks that he gives are just weaker, just because he goes around and wastes a lot of that stamina. I did do quite a few more battles with Achilles as opposed to any of the other Beyblades, and that's only just to show you, because Infinite Achilles is, after all, one of the strongest Beyblades with that attack mode on. And by this point, I must admit, I've battled with every single Beyblade, and it's been pretty much the same outcome you're about to see. Now, we're gonna show you Brave Valkyrie. I'm gonna try to do that Brave Sword for you, and you'll see that even that may not work versus Cyclone Ragnaruk. Scratch that. You're gonna see multiple Brave Swords. And hate me or not, you gotta see that the performance of these Beyblades is really based on the stadium that we're on. So basically, this Beyblade stadium is suited for the Dynamite Battle system. That being said, it's not like we'll never catch a good win. I have burst Dynamite Belial already, but it's that much harder. Every single Beyblade that is an attack type has been rendered useless in this base stadium. With the larger ring on the stadium, it really diminishes their stamina, whatever stamina they had anyways. In my opinion, the best kind of drivers to use in this stadium would be a balance type or a stamina type. Otherwise, you're just gonna find yourself at a loss. But then again, this is just me starting to do my testing on the stadium. I am still gonna say that I love it. It is really good. It's good to have something bigger. But doing cross-generation battles, it really comes down to the stamina of the Beyblade and the weight. Of course, let me know what you think down below. I do love hearing from you, and I always read your comments. And definitely a big hit right there. My gosh, it's always good when you get to see this in slow motion. You can see Valkyrie just get tossed around, and all of that just happened within a second or so. And here's that epic Brave Sword, 3 times Brave Sword and nothing. I want to show you that in slow motion so you could just take in how powerful Valkyrie is. I do have that metal core chip inside just to have a little bit more balance, of course. Although I'm inclined to think that the weight of the metal core chip is almost negligible. And here he goes, ramping up that Brave Sword in 1. Then Cyclone comes in, tries to get a counter. Then Brave Valkyrie, of course, comes right back with another hit. Wasn't enough. Cyclone Ragnaruk coming back for more, which actually really takes effect for Valkyrie. But here we go. There's that epic last one here, which topples Brave Valkyrie over. And that is it, my friends. That is it. Tries to get one more hit, but just did not work at all. One of the best Beyblades, of course, that everybody knows is Rage Longinus, and we are gonna battle him as well. And I did want to keep this video short just to show you that, man, this Beyblade is not playing around. And if Spriggan and Valkyrie are gonna come back and do some damage, they're gonna really have to amp up their game, their stamina, and their power. It was a very close one between Rage Longinus and Cyclone Ragnaruk, and that's of course because they do have an opposite spin and they can kind of equalize themselves. But like I said before, in this Beyblade Stadium, stamina trumps attack. So I'm so sorry, Rage Longinus. You are downgraded for now, but I still love you. Then boom, you get that double finish. Is it a double? Let's see that in slow motion. Looking at the slow motion, you do see that Rage did stay in the stadium just a little bit longer. So he did actually win that one. Let's go. Let's see who's gonna win between Rage Longinus and Cyclone Ragnaruk. I do want to know from you guys if you have already burst one of the DB Beyblades. That's amazing because it's honestly a hard thing to do. And right about this point, I'm thinking that Rage has got this match. I am going to leave you with, of course, the burst of the day. This epic 4-way battle, you will see a surprising turn of events. Let's take a look, and of course, I want to thank you for being here. Have some fun out there and let it rip.